Hi everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to do a formal lesson with our Spanish Year 1. I'm going to use Unit 1 and I already made a video of how to use it informally. Now I'm going to show you how to use it with formal lessons with kids maybe from ages 6 or 7 and older. You can use the same unit and have your younger kids learning informally based on our previous video on how to use it informally, and focus on formal lessons for the older ones. My students here is going to be Joy. She's 6 years old. She's going to know most of this already, but she's still going to be an example of how and when to answer. And then Lydia is 4 years old. She's going to be learning much of this, but she's only 4. So I do recommend you go through these little notes I have for each of the activity. So you can, for example, for this challenge, you can practice greeting as we greet in Mexico with the kids, and it explains how you do it. So I do recommend going through this. Oops, I'm sorry, I think it should be like this. Going through these notes. I mean, the paragraphs are so short, you can even read it right before the lesson while your kids are putting away the notebooks or books from the previous lesson, and you can just go through it quickly and share. Sometimes it might have a warning of a word or something you might want to leave out, so I always recommend this. It also has ideas on how to different ways to use it depending on what your child likes more, maybe play-based, or if they're young they might want more movement. So I will have those ideas on this notes page. And so we have the Bible verse. The Bible verse can be used in so many things. For instance, right now I'm just going to use it to have them to be familiar of how to say the book, the name of the book in Spanish. More maybe advanced students can memorize the whole Bible verse. Intermediate students can learn word by word. So you could say, en el principio means in the beginning. And then you could learn maybe 3 to 6 words each day. And so you would give a vocabulary lesson. That's a vocabulary lesson when you explain or teach the meaning of the words, either by telling them, like some words you can't really show a picture or act. So like NL that's what it means. It would be hard to have a picture or explain by gestures. So with those words, I just give the translation in English. Okay, so those are the different levels you can use this for. And just as a heads up, I have my baby here joining us. So all this noise in the background is because she's happy right now. Let's see how long she can join us. Okay, girls, we are going to read a Bible verse in Spanish from Genesis. This is Genesis 1:1. Do you remember what Genesis 1:1 says? In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. In Spanish, we say, en el principio creó Dios los cielos y la tierra. Genesis 1:1. Which one was Genesis?
Genesis.
Yes. Can you say that? Genesis?
Genesis.
Which one was 1?
Uno.
Uno. Can you say Genesis 1:1?
Genesis 1:1.
Do you know how to say God in Spanish?
Dios.
Dios. Yes.
Like a Dios.
Like adios. So the whole verse, you can repeat after me. En el principio
En el principio
creó Dios
creó Dios
los cielos y la tierra.
los cielos y la tierra.
Lydia, do you remember what Dios means?
Bye.
Well, that's adios. But what does Dios? God. So that was
That means I can know.
yes. That would be all I could do with this lesson. I only focused on the how to say God in Spanish and the book of the Bible, and we practice numbers. They already know the numbers, so I just had them practice the numbers. You could do this and then focus on a different word each time, or you can, depending on the level of your student, you can just memorize the whole Bible verse.
Blocking me.